I messed this crib up pretty bad. We're gonna have to take the whole thing apart. I didn't really take a measurement of the size of the door before we started building the thing.
38 inches, and the door is 36.
This is our first mistake as parents, honey.
You're right.
The first of many.
Oh yes, for sure. So I do just want to let you guys know that today's video is sponsored by Athletic Greens. You can actually click the link in our description box below to get their AG1 Immunity Bundle, which comes with a 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your purchase. But we'll tell you guys a little bit more about Athletic Greens later on in the video.
We are just days away from having a baby.
Any day now.
How many weeks are you technically? 38, 39?
38.
38 weeks, and it's like a ticking time bomb, and we have no idea
when this baby's coming.
So there's no time to waste. So we got to get this crib taken apart.
So I'm looking at this crib and I'm like, this thing is massive. But the good thing about it is we can use this for probably the first 3 to 4 years of her life. We could definitely turn it into a toddler bed afterwards. All we have to do basically is just take one of these sides down. It's very easy to disassemble and reassemble, especially because we built it ourselves, so we know how to do that. Today is a really big day because we actually have the entire birth team coming to the house and doing our last big appointment together before the grand finale.
If something does start to develop, I like to go quickly to the hospital to start the antibiotics.
The midwife that I've been using has been present for over 600 births, so she's really been able to alleviate a lot of the anxieties and concerns that I have regarding specific situations that may come up.
Gotcha. So like if your water releases before contractions start.
Okay.
Right, then we'll talk about what to watch for, like what are the signs of infection developing.
And something that I've been thinking about a lot is the moment when labor actually is happening.
Yeah, and so the things for you are just stay low to the ground.
Yeah.
Like, don't stand up. Don't lean over the back of the couch.
Right.
Kneel on the ground and lean on the couch, or stay on the middle of your bed.
Because there can be a lot of false alarms. And she is really, really good at giving me step-by-step instructions for when that moment hits.
Bob's got the kitchen moved already.
Look at, there it is. Do not discourage or encourage pushing. Look at everything.
There are all these expectations on how birth goes. And basically what she is telling me constantly is to expect the unexpected.
You know, we all have this vision of like, we're just gonna breathe our babies out and it's all gonna be perfect, right? Sometimes first-time moms have to push really hard to get the baby on the perineal floor. Sometimes like you'll just get in your head that you have to push with all you've got, and you know it's gonna feel like a freight train and you wanna just barrel through it to get through it. Yeah. And like, no, back off, blow it away.
She's also really realistic for if something was to come up and we had to go to the hospital, there's absolutely no shame in doing so.
So this is your name and address, so if we do wind up calling an ambulance, we know the address. We don't have to like think about it, right? But it also has the hospital phone number. So again, if we are transferring, I don't have to think about it. I just pick it up. All the information I need is right here. Awesome.
Come on. Come on over here, good girl.
Something else that's really, really funny, and something that I didn't even realize, and especially Jordan didn't realize, is birth is nothing like the movies. So when you see in the movies the woman's water breaks and she immediately goes into labor, that's usually never the case.
Sometimes contractions start fairly soon. Sometimes they don't start right away. And if they don't start within 24 hours, they'll usually start on day 3.
And we won't ever get any research on it because here they induce everybody.
They induce right after,
if your water breaks, you go in and you get Pitocin, and that's that.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and so we'll never have that information.
Right. And I have had them. I have had hospital births where they allow you to wait, but they create so much anxiety around it.
Yeah.
Well, you have to come in every 12 hours to be monitored,
They keep you there.
and so like.
By day 2,
You
you're like,
can't
just do it.
settle in. Day 2
Right,
is traveling
right.
back and forth, and that's the anxiety is the opposite hormone of what we need.
Exactly. For me, based on my past experiences, hospitals have never been a warm and inviting place for me. For me, I feel like being in the comfort of my own home, in my bed, surrounded by as many people of the loved ones that I want there, is a much more warm, inviting, and comforting place to be to give birth.
And if you're ever ready to like bring things on, there are ways that we can try to tip the body into labor before going in for Pitocin.
Right.
But usually we're much better off just waiting for the body to do it on its own.
Right.
Most of the time it's just lack of patience.
Yeah.
And it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to wait.
Right.
Yeah, it's hard to eliminate any anxiety.
Exactly.
I mean, you're kidding yourself if you're gonna think that. You know?
Exactly.
But you know, as long as you have somebody like you with experience, it really helps. It really helps.
Yep.
I'm getting so excited. I'm just like,
Good.
I'm ready.
Good.
We're both of us, you know.
2 trash bags, 1 roll of paper towels. Do you have Ziploc bags?
So because we're planning on doing this home birth and we're not in a hospital with all of the supplies and tools and everything that we would typically have at a hospital, we need to provide all those things ourselves.
Yeah.
At first I'm like, oh, they sent me free diapers. I'm like, oh no, these are So it's pretty crazy saying this, but this is gonna be the last video we film and put out for you guys before birth. And now it's crunch time. There is still a lot to do, a lot to be preparing, because it could happen at any moment, which is just like mind-blowing to me. So of course there is a lot of excitement, nervousness, but mostly joy that's kind of been swirling around these last few weeks. And we just can't freaking wait for the day to be here.
All right, you want to hold that hanging up and I can measure the sides to the molding?
Yeah.
By the end of this video, we need this room to be a fully functioning nursery. And while the crib is a big step, it's not the only step. There's still a lot more to do. We need to be totally ready to have a baby in here at any moment.
And if you guys are wondering who the heck this half-naked man is,
A nursery isn't a nursery without a photo of my favorite musician.
John Frusciante.
That's the man.
Honey, it's crooked.
It's Lola still. Just at every moment, I just feel like she's judging us. It's just like when we were in Panama. It's like, what are you guys doing over there? Look at this. You can see your little face right there.
Woo!
Nice.
Does it fit?
Perfect.
Oh, it's perfect. Do you want to try out Say's new bed? Good girl!
All right, Lola girl, we're gonna go get lunch.
Okay, come on, hop out.
Come on, good girl.
Come on, Sadie. So a lot of you guys might know this already, and if you don't know, now you know. I've actually been using Athletic Greens throughout my whole pregnancy as a prenatal. So Athletic Greens actually just went through a whole rebranding. So the drink that I'm drinking by Athletic Greens is now called AG1. It's essentially the same exact drink, the same exact formula, just a little bit more of a trendier look now. So when I first found out that I was pregnant, I was already drinking AG1, and when I compared the nutritional facts of AG1 to a prenatal that I was also taking, it was pretty much identical. If anything, AG1 had more nutrition than the prenatal that I was taking. So my doctor agreed that it was totally fine for me to supplement the AG1 as my prenatal. If you guys are wondering what is in AG1, it has over 70 ingredients that come from actual whole foods, such as chlorella, spirulina, papaya. And the amazing thing about this specific supplemental drink is because it comes from whole foods, it's much more bioavailable than your typical multivitamin.
Get out of the way, I want to try it right now. Come on, come on.
Hold on, let me really like take it for a test.
It's really little.
It's like perfect though.
It reminds me of an airplane seat.
It does. So after living in 100 square feet for a little over 3 years, Jordan and I have definitely, I wouldn't say taken on a full minimalism lifestyle, but pretty close. Basically everything that I've gotten for little baby Sadie, it's all right here. This is it. This is all we have. So I'm gonna put links of everything down below too if you guys are interested in checking them out in the description. So first things first is her little baby carrier. So this is gonna last from her being 7 to 45 pounds.
45 pounds?
Yeah.
Dude, there's no way that I'm putting a 45-pound child on my chest.
Next thing, Jordan and I, we don't even have a changing table because so many people have told us you're gonna be changing that baby everywhere. So basically what I got was just a portable changing mat that we can use all over the house. We can take it with us wherever we go. Next thing, we got 2 little swaddles. They're completely 100% organic. I do plan on breastfeeding, but I did get this just to try out. It's just like a manual silicone breast pump. The next thing is some baby bottles. So these are really cool. We really wanted to do a biodegradable diaper, especially with us going back to Panama. We wanted to test out some really good biodegradable diapers up here so we know what to get when we go back down. So this thing is super cool, and it's actually from a local company in Rhode Island. As you guys know what this is where she's gonna hang out in when I'm doing dishes or taking a shower. So this thing is called a Snuggle Me, and this is gonna act as our co-sleeping bed. So we are interested in trying the co-sleeping thing at least for the first month to get the breastfeeding down. I just wanted to show you guys where 3 of my favorite outfits that I have of hers.
Look at the little socks.
And the little Burt's Bees organic baby socks. They're just the cutest things ever. And then this is probably one of my favorite things we've received so far. And she's actually one of our followers, one of our subscribers on here. Shout out to Alicia Adkins. She wrote this children's book. She lives in Hawaii. It's called Chemo the Flying Octopus.
Octopus?
Children like go in with the mom.
All right, sweetie, let's review the instructions. No diving.
No diving?
You hear me?
What?
No diving in the birth pool. All right, go for it. Sweetie. You're not going in there, don't worry.
So we are now 3 hours later.
I'm so happy that we tested everything out, because now we know that when you go into labor, like this is
main priority. Well, while this thing is all set up, I might as well get some good use out of it.
I don't know if I'm gonna join you, sweetie.
Come on, honey.
All right, while you're getting acclimated, let me ask you some of the most popular questions I've been getting asked.
Okay.
Why are you gonna deliver a baby in a rubber tub?
They say that submerging yourself in water throughout labor can be very pain relieving. And I'm gonna need all the pain relieving I need if I'm gonna be delivering this thing at home.
Are you afraid?
If I think about it too much, I start getting a little scared.
What are you most afraid of?
The pain. And just like not knowing what to expect. Like literally no idea what the feeling's gonna feel like. I know, I thought I would like it warm, but I think I want it almost, I feel like I'm gonna want it like room temp. You know?
Before we wrap up this video, I just want to give one last shout out to Athletic Greens. If you guys are looking for a comprehensive, all-in-one nutritional drink to help supplement some of the stuff you may be missing in your diet, can't recommend Athletic Greens enough. We've been drinking them for well over a year now. The thing that I love actually is their travel packs, because you can just take it anywhere with you. You just rip it open and pour it into a bottle of water. And not only is it super healthy for you, but it's actually really delicious. So if you really like soda or sweet drinks, have a sweet tooth like me, it can kind of fill that void of that sweet drink that you're craving sometimes, but instead of it being full of sugar, it's really good for you. And you can click our link in the description below and you'll get this year supply of vitamin D3 and K2, and you'll get 5 of these travel packs for free. So you can get all that information down in the description below. But this is, we're gonna wrap this one up. Another thing that we just learned is the water is too warm. So we put warm water in there. Thought it might be nice to be like, you know, like a warm bath.
Yeah, I'm not digging the warmth right now.
So you're gonna be delivering the baby in the cold water, honey.
I may be Wim Hofing it as I'm delivering this baby.
I think it's about time that I hopped in there now. I just didn't want to strip down in front of you guys because I've been working on my dad bod so hard.
That's not true.
I'm ready to be a dad, honey. I've been getting a little, you know, getting a little cushion.
You tried the keto thing. It lasted about 2 days.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I have a dad bod. A dad bod is when you're fat.
Oh, that's right.
So thanks for reaffirming to everyone.
You gotta get into DILF mode, love. MILF and DILF mode after Sadie.
This is where I let you guys go. Thanks for following along. See you next time.